New at 6, some Midway residents say wastewater treatment ponds in that area not only smell bad, as you would imagine, but they actually believe the stench could be making them sick.
News specialist Brianna Chavez joins us live now with how local and even state departments are taking action. Brianna?
Yeah, Deanie and Mike, the Heber Valley Special Service District says that during the spring, when the weather gets warmer, you can smell an odor, but then it'll go away after several days. Well, some residents in the area say that they've had enough, and now Health and Human Services is going to be working on a study to see if that smell really does pose a health danger.
So imagine manure and then also a toxic chemical smell.
Cammie Bingham has lived in Midway for several years, but she says she's had enough with the smell that comes from the Heber Valley Special Service District's wastewater ponds.
And when there's a long winter up here, you go outside thinking, yes, it's spring and we're going to be outside enjoying this beautiful land we live in, and then you smell it and you can't go out.
While she's never experienced this specifically, she says other neighbors believe there's a correlation between them getting sick and the facility.
They'd be away out of town, come home during the smell, the spring turnover, and become sick shortly after that.
People that have been here for 40 years know this is what's going to happen every spring.
Janet Carson with the Heber Valley Special Service District says the facility has been in Midway for more than 4 decades. Last summer, complaints reached the health department, and the mayor of Midway asked Health and Human Services to step in.
There's just not a lot where we can determine if it is the odors, where it's actually coming from. But because we do have these odors, we want to be good neighbors. We want to be proactive.
State epidemiologists will study air samples in the area around the facility using equipment the service district rented. With the day before spring,
a possible solution would be to inject hydrogen peroxide prior. We suspected possibly some lines from Midway Sanitation District. So they went through and cleaned the lines. They capped some of the manholes, thinking maybe some of the odor was coming from there.
Cammie, however, remains skeptical.
I appreciate it, but I also think it's a Band-Aid.
And Janet said that they already started putting that hydrogen peroxide in the pond, so hopefully that'll help with the smell. She also acknowledged that Heber Valley is growing, but as of right now, it would just be too costly to shut down the facility and build a new one. We did reach out to Health and Human Services today to ask how long it's going to take to do this study, but that has yet to be determined. Deanie?
Well, Brianna, you have such beautiful views. It's hard to imagine the smells that they're describing go along with it. Tough problem. Thanks.